Yo, welcome back to the live stream. It's your boy Tokyo Stone and we are back in business. Today we're going to be doing a video focused on all the major differences between playing censored and uncensored version of the game on New Game Plus. There's been a lot of questions in the comments, a lot of questions in the live streams of people trying to figure out the little nuances, differences between the two. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, so first things first, you must kill the final boss on version 1.0. If you defeat the final boss on version 1.02, or if you scale your damage and health too high before you downpatch, your damage and health will not scale properly and the game becomes super difficult. You want to downpatch ideally on your first playthrough. You don't want to get to New Game Plus, just because there's a lot of people who have struggled with downpatching from censored New Game Plus onto uncensored. Doing it from New Game is a piece of cake, no problems whatsoever, but doing it from New Game Plus, your damage a lot of the time breaks and your health breaks. So yeah, if you beat the final boss on censored patch 1.02, or if you scale your damage and health too high, when you try to down patch, this is what you're going to be left with. As you can see, your max HP is on 2000, your beta is on 1000, and your attack power is on 450. You probably are more used to a setup like this, where your max HP is closer to 7000, your beta energy is closer to 3000, and your attack power is well over 1000 at like 1.3. So yeah, if you downpatch from 1.02 New Game Plus, the damage is not going to scale properly and your stats are going to be broken. So yeah, just to be clear, I really recommend you would defeat the final boss on version 1.0, or you would downpatch to version 1.0 on your first playthrough. It just simplifies everything. For reference, on my first playthrough, I downpatched at Matrix 11, and like that was pretty cool. I didn't have any problems doing that. Right, so the next major difference is the gears. So uncensored patch, you only have Mark 1 gears. You don't get access to any Mark 2 gears. So I'll just show you the menus here. If we sort it by grade, you can see the highest grade we have is a 3 stars, right? We don't have any Mark 2s. When you defeat bosses on New Game Plus in this version of the game, instead of dropping Mark 2 gears, the bosses will just drop duplicates and you won't be able to pick them up because the game only lets you have one of each. Then over here with your exo spines, it's the same thing again. You don't have access to the Mark 2s, you only get access to the Mark 1s. For me, I quite enjoy being left with only Mark 1 gears because it means that you have to be quite creative with your builds. There are certain enemies in the game that require specific builds to deal with them. And I mean, what you're really missing out on would be like increased cooldown and increased damage, as in like making the game easier by making your character stronger. On this version of the game, you are not as strong as you would be on vanilla, so the game automatically becomes more challenging. I really enjoy that about this version of the game. Right, and so something else that I've heard people talking about a lot is like the idea of like there being an issue with the input lag. I have not had a single problem with the input lag whatsoever. Like I'm super fine doing my combos and I have no problems. So yeah, the input lag was fixed in version 1.02, but like I really don't notice it. And if you're good at action games, I don't think you're going to notice it either. What you might notice if you spent a lot of time in version 1.02 is that the parry and the dodge windows are smaller in this version of the game. For me, I didn't notice it when I downpatched, but I'd only played up till Matrix 11. But other people who have played like a full playthrough in 1.02, they have made a point that the dodges and the parry windows are definitely tighter in this version of the game. Also, in New Game Plus Vanilla, I'm pretty sure the enemies are supposed to have new placements, but in Uncensored New Game Plus, the enemy placements remain the same. When it comes to the skill trees, you do get access to the increased abilities. So you do get the infinite slash, the infinite pierce, the infinite wave, and the infinite breaker. In my opinion, these are the most important skill tree upgrades that you get from New Game Plus. So what you're missing out on is extra damage attached to your burst skills and some extra damage that would be attached to your beta skills. So with all of that said, this version of the game should be considered a harder difficulty due to the gear and your damage limitations. Also, your health is capped lower than in vanilla New Game Plus. So yeah, looking at the set of stats on my account, your HP is capped at 5000. I think it might be able to go to 5500. Your attack power is capped at 1050. That's the maximum weapon upgrade. So yeah, the main thing you'll be noticing is just that your HP and your attack power is reduced versus a maxed out vanilla build. And then obviously your gears and exo spines are limited to Mark 1. Your enemies and your bosses are going to be scaled to New Game Plus, but in a big way your character is still scaled to New Game. So you're bringing like a new game character into New Game Plus. You with me? You are still able to pick up the increased beta cores and health cores, but like I said, as far as your gears concerned and your builds are concerned, you're bringing new game equipment into New Game Plus, and it does add this extra layer of challenge, which it's really good. I really enjoy it, especially for people who find the vanilla version too easy. This definitely ups the difficulty level. So something else that's really important to be aware of on this version of the game is that when you get to the Stalker boss fight, there is a soft lock that happens there if you're playing on Uncensored New Game Plus. You unlock your burst skills for the first time at that point in the game, and the Stalker drops a burst gear. You're meant to pick it up to like trigger this kind of tutorial scene, but you're not able to pick it up because you're not able to carry 2 of the same gear. So you get trapped in the room, right? To get around that, you need to up patch before the Stalker boss fight, kill him on 1.2, and then down patch afterwards. So yeah, one thing you have to be aware of is just be prepared for the Stalker soft lock. Maybe research it beforehand. If you are trapped there or you get stuck there, you can escape. You just have to hit New Game Plus. But if you don't want to do the reruns or the repeats, then yeah, just up patch before Stalker and then down patch afterwards. If you want a bit more detail on it, just check out the link in the description, check out the link in the comments, and there's going to be a video showing you exactly how to get past the Stalker soft lock. So yeah, some people concerned as to whether your Deluxe and pre-order items are still in the game. Your Deluxe Stargazer suit is still here, and your pre-order Planet Diving suit is also available. This is actually one of my favorite costumes. I really like this one. To unlock the pre-order and the Deluxe costumes in the game, the location you pick them up at is the bridge in Zion, right next to the spaceship. So like right next to your home base where Lily and Adam are, there's these 2 little chests on the bridge. If you get to Zion and they're not there, just up patch, open the chests to like, you know, bring the costumes into your game, and then down patch again. To be clear, I unlocked these costumes on version 1.02 and then down patched, and they just carried across and I was able to keep them. As you can see here, there are still new costumes to unlock in New Game Plus on version 1.0. So like some of the New Game Plus variants are available. Not all of them are, but some of them are. In Uncensored, you get 59 nano suits in total. In Censored patch, you get 74 nano suits in total. So that's like, if you were concerned about how many you might be missing out on, that's the difference. Play vanilla, you get access to 15 extra nano suits. If you play uncensored, you get access to the uncensored nano suits. You can get the alternate skins for cybernetic bondage and holiday rabbit, as in the holiday bunny and the autonetic bondage, but you need to unlock them in up patch and then come back down into uncensored version. If you do it traditionally by just going into New Game Plus on vanilla to collect the outfits, yeah, it would break your damage scaling on the way down. I'm in the middle of running a test whereby I'm just playing on this patch. I'll go to the costume location, up patch, pick up the gear, and then down patch again to bring it across. So like that's the test I'm going to be running. I haven't completed it yet, so I can't let you know, but like yeah. So I can confirm all endings are available in this version of New Game Plus. Lily's meter doesn't show up in version 1.0, so you have to just judge it and get familiar with Lily's system to know how much side quests you need to do to unlock it. When it comes to getting true ending on New Game Plus version 1.0 without a Lily meter, for me, I'm fine just doing these 4 quests, these 4 side quests. Looking at You, which is related to Enya, the singer in Zion. The Fallen Angel, which you unlock in the Great Desert. And Oblivion and Taboo, which are also unlocked in Zion, and they send you back to IDOS 7 to do some side quests. Typically on my playthrough, if I do all 4 of these quests, I'm done. Like Lily's at 100%. And I'm good to go to the end of the game. I will be doing a separate video just really focusing on this, but like yeah, Looking at You, Fallen Angel, Oblivion, and Taboo. For me, these 4 quests always get me to 100%. If you're not sure, or if you do those quests and you still haven't hit it, I would recommend spending some time on up patch and just getting familiar with Lily's meter and like what you might be able to do to raise it. If you're missing a few percentage points, I would say check out like picking up the posters and scanning all of the lore items that you come across on the map. Every piece of lore that you pick up boosts Lily's meter by a small percentage, similar with the posters and stuff around Zion. So on my playthroughs, I focus on these 4 quests, Looking at You, Fallen Angel, Oblivion, and Taboo. But like I said, there are a few other things that you can do in the game to help keep it topped up, i.e. scanning dead bodies and picking up posters and other lore items around the map. So the final note I think I'll make before we go is just I think there are small differences that can affect the ability to down patch, you know, like maybe the amount of items, the amount of upgrades you have. For example, if you've upgraded your attack too high on New Game Plus, it breaks on the way down. I'm pretty sure it could be to do with beating the final boss on version 1.02, but it could also just be tied to having too much damage and health, and when you downscale, the game doesn't work. So for all we know, it could be you can down patch from New Game Plus, but it's not a problem so long as your health and damage is not scaled all the way up. Transport is testing that right now, so hopefully we get the results back on that at some point soon. That would be pretty cool, man. So just where I've heard different things from different people, and some people have been struggling to get it to work, if you've got a save file where you perform the down patch and everything goes through smooth and everything's rocking and it works, just back that save file up, hold on to it and take care of it. Because yeah, man, so it's not a difficult state to create, but some people have had struggles getting onto it. So I definitely would say, like, yeah, if you got a save file that works, just back it up and just sit on it for a little bit, hold on to it for a rainy day. So I'd say that about wraps it up. If you guys notice any differences, make sure to put them in the comments. There'll be a pinned comment, so like if you reply to that one, all of them can be in the same place. So yeah, you guys noticed anything, feel free to share them below. Hype and describe, all of that good stuff. Take care of yourselves, links in the description. The Waves Volume 2 is out now, available for stream and download. Links in the description on that too. So yeah, man, I hope you found the video useful, hope you found it helpful. You guys take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you lot in the next one. Peace.